What's up guys, my name's Noah, I make music as Haterade, and you are watching The Productive Producer. Today's video is all about making your drum sounds stand out and feel more unique, and how to take samples that you already have and make them sound different and make them sound like your own. Before we get into that, I want to let you guys know I got a free finishing music checklist in the description of this video. If you have trouble finishing music like I used to, it has a bunch of useful information that I've accumulated over years. I used to really struggle with finishing music. Now I finish 2 or 3 tracks a week, and I'm still getting better at that too. So if you think that'll help you, go check that out. Also, check out the Discord. I'm in there all the time dropping in samples, cool Ableton racks, just hanging out, giving feedback with some of the other productive producers in the Discord. So go check that out too. All right, let's get into the video. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look at this kick. So the kick sounds fine, not really that great. So why don't we take a piece of Foley? You could even record this from around your house too. In this case, I just grabbed one off Splice. We could use that. Fade it here on both ends. Make it shorter. Let's actually group these together. And then I'm gonna color them with some saturation, and that'll give them sort of the same texture and make them feel a little bit more glued together. Maybe we can even pitch this thing down a little bit. You can turn it up or down to taste, depends on how much of that effect you want in that kick sample, but it's always a really good option, using Foley to layer in your drum sounds. Okay, the next one is pretty cool. Some of you may not know, a snare has 3 parts. It has the transient, the body, and the tail. So here's a snare that I made. I need to have more of a transient. So what I did is I found this sample right here that has a really great transient. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of Frankenstein this together. I'm just going to go, all right, that's probably where the body starts to come in right there. So I'm going to cut that out. Let's actually bring this in a little bit more. Maybe I want to swap out the tail too. Let's say we'll take out that tail and bring in this one. So we'll go down here. This is a snare, sounds like this. So we'll cut it off right there because that's where our sample ends. And we can glue this together. Let's try gluing it together with a glue compressor. Bring that attack up so we can get that snap of the transient. Bring the threshold down and make up gain up. Turn the soft clip on. Let's use some crossfades here. I think that sounds pretty good. We can make further adjustments on this, but we'll come back to that in a second. Next tip I have is pretty simple, but most people don't really think about using the frequency shifter in this way. I like to throw my frequency shifter on different drum loops to give them a different texture. So I could just, in theory, just pitch it down while it's warped, but it kind of degrades the quality a little bit. If I use the frequency shifter, kind of gives it a different feel, which I think feels a little bit better than having it just transposed down. And this works on a variety of drum loops. It works really great on shaker loops too. And it technically works on this snare group. I told you we'd come back to it. Check this out. Let's play the snare again, and I'll just turn the frequency down. Ooh. Sounds pretty cool. Without it. So those are 3 different ways you can make your drum sounds feel a little bit more unique. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.